dumb and I love this. Oh, sweet! Hey Dragonauts, what's Dragon on? Astralsflame back here with another deck. We are going to be looking at Jund Midrange today. Before I get into the deck, please remember to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date on all the new standard and explorer decks coming out for the March Machines meta. And with that, let's talk how we're going to Jund them out in the new Shell of Jund. First off, you're probably already noticing this deck runs a 3 of Luca Bound to Ruin. Luca was a sweet card from All Will Be One as a planeswalker you could play on turn 4 or turn 5 with the upside of adding 2 mana to spend on creatures or activate abilities of creatures. -1 make a 3/3 beast with a Toxic 1 and is a Phyrexian, with the -4 being deal X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers where X is the greatest power among creatures you controlled as you activate the ability. Luca here is great in working to accelerate out large creatures into your board state to end this game, and in this case, that happens to be Etali, the Primal Conqueror. Etali is a sweet new card from March Machines. It is a 7-mana 7/7 with Trample, already great stat line that we love, but the cool thing is when this enters the battlefield, you get to exile cards from the top of your library and your opponent's library until you hit a non-land card. You can cast both of those cards without paying their mana cost. Etali can effectively be 3 cards rolled into 1 for just 7 mana and functionally a real game ender depending on the hit you get from your deck or your opponent's deck. It can shift the game. If that doesn't get you though and you just have enough mana, Etali is going to flip into Etali the Primal Sickness after you pay 9 mana and a Phyrexian green, which is trample and indestructible and an 11/11. When it deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. Etali basically has Infect on its flip side. So if the front side and stealing spells wasn't enough, the back side and getting Infect hopefully should be enough to end the game. So that is the upside of what we want to do. We want to get to Etali in any way we can. Part of the way we got to get there though is staying alive and ramping and card draw, all the usual synergies. So let's take a look at our removal package to start. We are playing in some new battle cards in this particular list. You'll first off see Invasion of Azgul, a 2-mana battle with 4 having the sweet ability when it ETBs, target player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and then loses a life. Invasion of Azgul was a really nice way to put on some early removal against the opponent and have something that you can attack into and flip in your later turns into the Ashen Reaper, a menace 2/1 that at the beginning of your end step, if something was put into a graveyard, Ashen Reaper is going to get +1/+1, which is very sweet. We're also running our usual culprits, Sheholdred's Edict, and Go for the Throat. Just all around great purpose removal, getting rid of any creatures. Adding into this though too, I am playing 2 Nahiri's Warcrafting, a new spell for March Machines, also 3-mana sorcery, deals 5 damage to any creature, planeswalker, or battle. The bonus here though, if Nahiri's Warcrafting deals excess damage this way, you can exile X card from the top of your library and choose one of those cards to cast, where X is going to be equal to the excess damage you dealt. So Warcrafting lets you dig into your deck just a little bit deeper, finding extra cards to play in for that turn depending on the excess damage you've dealt. It also just automatically clears our battles, which is honestly fantastic. Also jamming in Brotherhood's End here, great board clear, dealing 3 damage to each creature and planeswalker, then destroying all artifacts with mana value 3 or less, so very versatile removal. And Unleash the Infernal, dealing 7 damage to target creature or planeswalker with the added upside again of excess damage, letting us target enchantments or artifacts to get rid of in that same way. We have a great slew of removal. We're targeting a bunch of different things. Let's talk about how we're going to get to Etali. What's our card advantage playing? Well, first off, Invasion of Urgamon. Invasion of Urgamon is very sweet. When it enters the battlefield, we create a treasure token. So 2 mana, it already ramps us. Fantastic. We then can discard a card, and if we do, draw a card. So we are replacing a card in our hand that we may not need with hopefully something from our deck that'll get us there. The added bonus on this synergy though is with the looting effects, because our deck is running Cruelty of Gix, which I'll get to in a minute, but we all know how great Cruelty of Gix is. But the looting strategy, very important for this list, which is why Invasion of Argamon plays in very nicely. We've got Fable the Mirror Breaker, adding in our Treasure Goblin, getting us 2 card draw while we discard 2, running in Glisses for that all-around purpose of removing counters from target permanent, you know, clearing our battles, or drawing a card or blowing up enchantments, and of course, I already mentioned it, the Cruelty of Gix. And I put Cruelty of Gix in the card advantage pile here because of Chapter 2, where we can search our library for a card, put it into our hand, and then lose 3 life. This is effectively a tutor. What is nice about the flexibility of Cruelty of Gix is we can choose to read ahead. So we can start it on the first mode to get rid of a creature or planeswalker card from our opponent's hand, get Chapter 2 for that tutor, or go right to Chapter 3 to get a creature card from a graveyard on the battlefield under our control. Most of the time, we're going to want to target that sweet Etali we've either discarded or has been destroyed and gotten there. That is the game plan, though. Let's kind of finish up with a few of the other things. We have another couple cards still kind of going in our synergy package here. No doubt we all know Sheholder the Apocalypse, just a very functional 4-drop to fit in. Going to keep us alive as we're doing all that card draw, especially with the extra draw on Invasion of Urgamon. Blood Tithe Harvester, giving us that blood token for some looting effects. Very versatile 3/2, able to act as a fantastic remover. And I'm also playing the new Sheholdred, which is a menace 4/5. When this enters the battlefield, each opponent has to sacrifice a non-token creature or planeswalker. But we can pay 5 mana, exile Sheholdred, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control, which is very important because we own it, we want to keep it. And we can only do this as a sorcery and only if an opponent has 8 or more cards in the library. But Sheholdred transforms into the True Scriptures. Chapter 1, for each opponent, you destroy up to 1 creature or planeswalker they control. Chapter 2 is each opponent has to then discard 3 cards and mill 3 cards. The last chapter is basically Rise of the Dark Realms. All creature cards from all graveyards go into the battlefield under your control. And then you exile the True Scriptures and return it back as Sheholdred. So Sheholdred is removal, 2 other forms of removal, and then everything back under your control. So if your main game plan of either getting Etali into the graveyard or just ramping into it, you know, thanks to Luca, and winning the game there doesn't work out, if flipping Etali doesn't work out well, Sheholdred transferring into the True Scriptures will certainly get you there. Let's go ahead and touch on the sideboard, though. So with our sideboard, we are trying to target a few different decks depending on what we run up against. Our game plan against control is usually going to be the same. This is where Duress is going to come into play. Just a great way to look at the opponent's hand and exile anything, or well, not exile, but discard anything that is non-creature, non-land, that is going to stop our plan. So counter spells, board clears, removal, the same usual game. If we are up against mid-range, we have a few different options depending on the type of deck. Reanimation decks, Unlicensed Earth to exile the graveyard, and then Dreams of Steel and Oil. This is going to let you target creatures or artifacts in their hand and graveyard and exile them. Unleash the Inferno, playing into that big 7 mana damage, combining that with Here's Warcrafting for extra damage against big hitters. Sheholdred's not going to be a problem for you with these spells, and of course, the Invasion of Innistrad, a flashy battle, because it has flash, punny, I know. The nice thing here with Invasion of Innistrad is when it enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent controls gets -13, -13. So even the biggest creature is going to be felled down to Invasion of Innistrad. And this gets to play around Indestructible. What is super awesome is when we flip it, it turns into Deluge of the Dead. We get two 2/2 black zombies. And we can start exiling cards from graveyards. If it's a creature card, we make another 2/2 zombie. So we can effectively work to flood our board state and just have continual pressure put onto the opponent. If we go up against aggro, though, we've got simply a third Brotherhood's End, an extra Go for the Throat that we can bring in to stop their plans. If your opponent is going heavy on enchantments or artifacts, well, that's where the last card, Terra Thunder, is going to come into play. But Dragonauts, that is Jund Midrange. Please enjoy the games. Definitely take the play. Double Luca, Fable, and Shelly. Alright. It's heavy mana costed, but I'll keep it. I may need to adjust the mana curve a little bit. Cruelty's nice. Like, I can Fable, discard Shelly, kind of lead into Cruelty. am I about to get... Oh, I am not getting Spell Pierce. That's good. What you playing? Oh. Okay, I know what this list is. I need to... I think I'm discarding one Luca. Yeah, I know what this list is. We poke in for 2 and I have to Shelly here. So they're the Ivy Toxic combo. Or just Storm Chaser Drake combo stuff. But I need to attack in. Thank you. Combat. Thank you. Because then I just Shelly. Oh, they're blocking. Sure. Alright, that works. Alright. Well, that still works out. That still works for me. Yes, I think that is a thank you. That still works for me. I may lose the 2/2, but like I'll take a free She-Holder. That's no worries by me. If I get an untap land, I might Cruelty next turn. Otherwise, I may just Luca. Impulse, sweet. You have 3 cards in the graveyard, so I can't really do anything on Shelly flip yet. There's the Rot Priest with a slip out the back. Why would you slip out already? So I could Invasion of Urgamon. I think I have to do Invasion of Urgamon. I think I'm gonna discard my other Luca. I'm just gonna flip it. Discard my Sulfur Springs. We'll grab an Invasion of Azgul. And I'll Crackerjack in for 4. The thing with Invasion of Azgul is I can force the sacrifice on their stuff. That's the big way to get around the protection spells, so... Cool. Considering the graveyard, currently sitting at 6 cards in. They attack. Let's go ahead and Invasion of Azgul here. Yeah, target me's fine. Ivy. 3. That's fine. Of course, you sack. You take 1. Make a copy of my Taruga. Do I need to go find another bet? Yeah, you know what? I'll sacrifice my other Fable. I'll grab another Invasion of... I don't actually have another Invasion. I have to go grab another one. Uh-oh. That's not good. We'll grab another... What's useful here? Takenuma, maybe? Whatever. I'll grab Takenuma, that's fine. We're gonna go clear the battle. I'm gonna send 6 base. Should have flipped those triggers around, so I did mess up on that. Take the block every time. Hey, it's Holly! I do like that. Let's go ahead and Taruga. We'll discard Etali. grab an Invasion of Bergamot at this point. Let's cast the Cruelty of Gix. Let's read to chapter 3. Let's grab Etali. This is dumb and I love this. Oh, sweet! I messed up the order, but whatever. Again, misplay. Messed up the order. But whatever. That's pretty cool. Look at that value. Shelly's got matchup. Yo, Topples! Topples, what is going on, my friend? How you doing today? Welcome in. Can we please get a shout out for Topples? Hey everyone, my name is Astralsflame, and welcome to March of Machines release night. We're jamming it out with some Jund Midrange here, just getting in casual Etali. How is your night going, Topples? What is up, my friend? Sweet new brews? Oh heck yeah, you know it. Oop the Snoop, play land, use the token, pass the turn. Have a wonderful day drafting? Oh heck yeah. What'd you get up to? How was drafting today? But yeah, we brewed Domain, we brewed Jund Midrange, I'm about to brew Jund Reanimator. Yeah, we've got some sweet stuff in the mix coming in. Do I just like attack here? I feel like I do. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'm gonna just send him for the attack first. Safekeeping's fine. Cool, I live at 9. They go to 2, and then what I do here is Blood-Tide Harvester into Fable. Pass the turn. They die on upkeep. We win game 1. All right, so we're gonna bring in Dreams, Duress, and Brotherhood's End for game 2 here. Gotta watch out for and everything. I do like the Duress into the Edict plus the Burn Down. I'm gonna keep. Oh, and yeah, First Strike Death. That's right. I forgot about that. Do I just go for Duress here? I think the answer is no. I think I hold off. I don't Duress just yet. I want to make sure we have the mana on the Brotherhood's End. There's the Rot Priest. Okay, let's go ahead and pass the turn. We're going to hold up Edict. Okay, Serum Snare. Really good. That is A-okay. Let's check what you got, my friend. Double safekeepings, a timely interference, and an impulse and a consider, but no other land. So I think I'm going to take away the impulse. Raw Priest is back. That's fine. Let's go ahead and hit that with a Go for the Throat. This is going to trigger the safekeeping. Oh, they do a slip out instead. Damn, what a draw. Seriously? I actually can't believe they just drew that. Take away a safekeeping then. Cannot believe they actually got the slip out the back. That's actually annoying. Yep, so I go up to 6 here. But this works. We just force a sacrifice on the Raw Priest now. They're just gonna do it to put it to 7. Alright, cool. Alright, need to draw some lands. Ah, bollocks, they got another one. Really? Alright. Casting Glissa. I'll fix my green screen after this match. That goes fine. So if they attack, I just block. That forces the impulse. Better. It's not amazing, but I'll take that versus other things. Another sacrifice effect would be great. Be stellar. Would be amazing. When did Standard Toxic go from Greenwood to UG? So this is the previous Toxic list. So before Selesnya Toxic was like in the meta, people were playing Venerated Rob Priest on the combo. So yeah, there's not much point in me going for Brotherhood's End here, so I'm just going to cast in Luca. We'll go down to 15. And I'm going to make a 3/3 Beast. But I don't attack. Okay, timely interference. I'm at 7. I'm at 8. It's unfortunate. They may have just gotten the combo here. Yeah, Ivy. That's unfortunate. Really just not what I was looking for. So the Ivy, like... Yeah, I think I'm still just keeping as is. It's poison counters. Sweet, I got dreams on the first. That's what I'm looking for. Time to boot the Snoop. What you got? What you keep? Hey, goodbye. That was a great Raw Priest. Wasn't that a great Raw Priest, chat? What a great Raw Priest that was. Absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and duress. Ooh, 2 stands and a slip out the back. Let's get rid of your bring down the ending. And he can't counterspell me. And now my opponent sits in Dirtles. For that Raw Priest. Not from hand. Not from hand. But like now they're stuck sitting in Dirtling and I can just kind of play in my shoulder here. Yep. As I was hoping. We'll move to combat. We'll push into attack. And we'll pass the turn. I save up Invasion of Urgal in case they play out a creature. I will cycle my Proving Ground. Move to combat and attack. Push them down to 8. Play in a land, cast in a Blood Tithe Harvester. Pass the turn. They go to 6. Goes to my turn. Fable's amazing. We just go to attack. This forces them to have to use Slip Out the Back. Yeah, March is fine too. Lets me cast in Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Pass my turn. Now I can cycle away Talking Newman and Brotherhood's End because I probably don't need them at this point. Good game. Hey Dragonauts, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Is it always appreciated? Please remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the new Standard and Explorer decks for the Marching Machines meta. And as always, keep believing. I'll catch you next time.